Hello everybody, welcome to this another edition of a late night screen review. This week we're talking about Predator Badlands / Frankenstein. So this is going to be a slightly different format because we're going to kind of do two reviews in one, just because we've had pacing issues and timing issues. It's all our fault at our end. We apologise for the kind of lateness of the review. We're also going to get a couple of Jack Horrorhound shorts coming your way in the next couple of days, and a Jack Horrorhound thing. We're going to be back on schedule for November. It's just been a bit crazy at the end of October, so apologies. So we're not going to talk about where it's released because it's already released. Badlands, you know all that. It's out on all major theaters. Frankenstein is on Netflix, so you can watch that now at any time at home. So let's just get into it. So I've literally just now come back from Predator Badlands. Now here's the score. Here's my thing. I've heard a lot of bashing of the movie, that it's not very good, that it's Disney-fied, that it's not the Predator from Predator 1 and 2, it's not in the same universe, yada yada yada. I've also heard good things. Now, I went in with this was my mindset, and I don't know if you agree. Let's see what happens. So, you have Alien and Aliens. Maybe Alien 3. You've got Predator and Predator 2. That's it. So for me, these two IPs have never really been franchises. I've never seen them that way. I've never seen them as an ongoing big story arc. And for me, those 4/5 films, that is all there is to Aliens and Predator. There's nothing else. Now, having said that, I also am a huge fan of the DC Dark Horse comics Alien vs Predator, and the Predator series, and the Aliens series as the comics and the novelizations. I've always been a massive fan of those, and I love that universe. It's a lot more comic booky, it's a lot more sci-fi-y, space, aliens, planets, all that kind of thing. And if you ever read the kind of Predator stories, especially the Alien versus Predator novelizations from Dark Horse and the comics, that's the feeling of that universe. So it's always been that way to me. So when Alien vs Predator first came out, I never imagined it would be like a hardcore horror movie, just like those things. Because for me, there's never been an ongoing franchise with those IPs. There just never has been. That might just be in my head, but yeah. So when I saw Alien vs Predator, I didn't hate the movie. It's a terrible film. But for me, the way that film and the kind of setting and the way that film, the kind of storyline and the kind of PG-13ing of that movie didn't bother me, because I was like, yeah, it's a comic book movie. And this is exactly how I feel about Predator Badlands. Now, Predator Badlands, for me, the worst thing about it is when the title comes up in this, because it says like such and such presents Predator Badlands. And I thought, this film, I'm exactly in tune with this movie, because I thought it should have just said Dark Horse Comics presents Predator Badlands. And I think all the naysayers might be a bit more kind of quelled if they'd just done that. Because to me, this is a comic book movie. It's clearly a comic book movie. And I rode it like a pony. I actually really enjoyed this film. Now, are there downsides? Do I understand some of the backlash from the hardcore Predator and Alien fans? Sure, I get it. It's not an Alien movie. It's not a Predator film. It's not set in that same universe. It's not that same Predator. But if you take it as a loose adaptation, or an adaptation pulled from the kind of archives of Dark Horse comics, then this film makes sense to me. And I enjoyed it on that premise. And for me, the graphics, the way the title comes up, the way it's kind of set up, only suggests that. It just kind of confirmed what I felt going in, and I really enjoyed the movie. Now, is it a masterpiece? Absolutely not. Are there plot holes? Are there some bits of it that I didn't enjoy? Yeah, absolutely. Is Ellie Fanning's android character a little bit annoying? Yeah, a little bit, but I actually didn't mind her that much. Are some of the CGI monsters a bit silly looking? Yeah, the CGI falls down in a couple of places, but other than that, as just the concept of almost like a PG 13 Predator movie set in the kind of Dark Horse Comics universe, Marvel-esque movie, sci-fi action adventure film, did I enjoy it? Yeah, I really liked it. So people say, hey, if you'd just changed the Predator to another alien, we'd have liked the film. And I'm like, well, you could do that, of course. You could just make it a generic alien, but then I think, you know, people aren't going to go see that movie, are they? I mean, let's be real. And also, again, this does embody, in a very true spirit, the Dark Horse comics. It just does. I'm sorry, if you've read the Alien versus Predator Dark Horse comics / novels, this is very much in line with that. It's shot well. The action sequences and the fight sequences are really well done. I like the main character, the main Predator character. I'm sorry, but I do. I don't hate this character. I'd happily go see a Predator Badlands 2. Dark Horse Comics presents Predator Badlands 2. And then if they did like an Alien series, like it was aliens, colonial marines shooting aliens in space on a different planet with different creatures and monsters jumping out. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I could see that working really, really well. I mean, let's be honest, these franchises have never worked, and lots of major motion picture franchises just don't work in the modern age. They don't. Indiana Jones, terrible. Terminator, no. I mean, name one. Name a good one. There aren't many. And so you're never going to see a new Predator film that's in 18. You're never going to see that movie. You're never going to see a really slow-paced, slow-built, building of dread alien movie. You're never going to see that, folks. I liked the idea of doing the... what was the director's name? The director's name escapes me. He was going to do a separate load of films based solely around the Aliens franchise. But I forget the director's name now. Was it Neil Blomkamp? I think that's who it was. And I was up for that because, again, I was thinking Neil Blomkamp's basically going to do the Dark Horse Comics Aliens series as movies, and I was totally up for that. So that's how I feel about this movie. Is it a great, great movie? No. But it's good. It's a good, solid film for me. It's a good adaptation of a Dark Horse Predator comic-style universe movie. That either is something that appeals to you, or you don't, and you're a purist and you just want to see like a very serious, bloody, you know, a Predator movie. You ain't getting it, guys. You're not getting that film, I'm sorry. And I think that's okay, and I don't mind, and I came away entertained, wanting to see the next series in these films. I think as long as... I wish that the showrunners, not the showrunners, the directors, producers would just go, oh, yeah, we are mining Dark Horse Comics here. That's exactly what we're doing. And I think if they put that out as a statement, this film would go down a lot smoother for people. So that's my review of Predator Badlands. It's an okay, good, solid Predator comic book adaptation of a movie. And if you go in with that premise, I think you'll have fun. Okay? There are nitpicks, but again, this isn't going to be a normal video because we're kind of splitting it in half. We're just doing a very quick reaction. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a recommend. It's not a high recommend. There are some nitpicks and problems with the movie, but generally speaking, if you see it as a comic book movie, you're going to have fun with it. That's my review. I liked it. Bang. Now, Frankenstein, on the other hand, is a masterpiece. If you have not seen Frankenstein on Netflix... Now, I'm going to be honest, I tried really hard to go see it at the cinema, but scheduling-wise, just couldn't manage it, just couldn't get to the cinema. This film should be seen at the cinema, folks. If you want to go see it and you haven't, go see it at the cinema if you can. If you've seen it at on Netflix at home, go see it at the cinema and go see it again, because I plan to do that in the next couple of days. I'm going to go see it at the theatre, at the cinema. I saw it on Netflix. I waited for it to be on television, watched it with my partner, and I mean, it's incredible. What can I say? It's a very good adaptation of the source material of the novel with some tweaks and, you know, creative changes and licensing. It's Del Toro at his finest, and it looks beautiful, shot stunning, great design. The characterization of the monsters, brilliant, great. All the major players, what's his name? Something Isaacs, forget his name now, sorry. As Victor Frankenstein, brilliant. Really great. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. That is a high recommend from me. If you have not seen this film, watch it on Netflix. It's great, but you're going to have to pay attention because it's a film that's worth paying attention to. It's incredible. Loved it. But if you can, please go see it at the cinema, because I think that'll be a whole new experience. And I really feel that, unfortunately, if you're going to make a high-class movie now, you're looking at a kind of streaming service and maybe limited theatre releases, as opposed to these films being major theatre releases in the future. You know, you're just not going to get that anymore, I don't think. So I think you have to put some effort in to see it where it should be seen, which is at a cinema. But it's either way, it's a high recommend. I can't wait to go see it, and I'll probably do a more in-depth review once I go see it at the theatre. Like I say, I'm going to go see it in the next couple of days. So, Predator Badlands, good for a Predator comic book adaptation. It's an okay, good movie. Recommend. And Frankenstein is a high recommend. It's true cinema. And we don't get these films very often anymore. It's once every few years now, unfortunately. It used to be like every 2 or 3 months you'd get a great movie, but now it's like once every couple of years. This is where we're at, but it's a high recommend. So again, we're going to try and get the content out a lot quicker in the future, guys. There's going to be some videos coming up in the next couple of days just to make up for, because we've been away. We've not really posted a video in like a week or so. So again, we're going to have a few more bits of short form content for you coming in the next couple of days, and this is coming out like it's going to be up like in a couple of hours, so don't panic. Okay, so until then, guys, stay safe, stay scared, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.